let's pop the cork. It's time for Valentine's with my love. I promised you that he would make an appearance this afternoon. We were looking forward to not only talking about love, but having my love by my side and having some hearts all around us today. And the hearts I mentioned this morning is all about connection, whether it's romantic or whether it's friendship. So we've got a friendship connection right here with my dear friend, Chuck Gillentine. Chuck from Defiance Ridge Vineyards. It's time to wet our whistle, my friend.
Beautiful red colors. You look great. He's a handsome man, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck, I didn't get the memo that I was going to be on this afternoon. He was telling everybody that I was going to be on. I never got the memo.
Anyway, I'm probably going to get in trouble for wearing this shirt tonight.
Yes, you are. So you've got a big night on tap for sure. For those of you,
great menu tonight.
You've got 80 people.
We have 80, and we have a really fantastic menu. Anyhow, I lost you there for some reason, but
you're still with us.
Okay.
Yeah. What's on tap with the menu tonight?
Oh, great menu. We're doing a panzanella salad, an Italian salad with a Gruner Veltliner, incredible wine, Austrian wine that works with it. And then we're doing a French onion soup that's got gnocchi in it. It's delicious, and we're serving our Chardonnel, which we're going to talk about today.
Huh?
And the third course is a linguine shrimp pasta with. We're using our Dry Vigneault, our estate wine, and Cajun flank steak with a Napa Cabernet Franc.
Oh, yum, yum.
And then one of the best desserts I've had in a long time that he made tonight called a lava cake.
Oh,
and it's delicious, and it goes great with the reserve cab that we talked about last week.
Yes, that sounds dangerous. So I know you have 80 already. If it's at all possible and someone's making truly last minute decisions, could they still come?
Not tonight. My stuff would kill me.
Some people wait.
And my front of the house manager would do the same. So,
I
try to do those things from time to time. And man, I learned a long time ago to leave it alone.
That's right. Last minute running around, getting flowers, getting some wine, So
you have some locals here in Defiance that your good buddies that will show up, and oh boy, do they get frowned upon. And you probably know some of them. So.
Probably. They'll be knocking on the door. Can I come in? No, we have 80. We're already taking care of them all. Well, happy Valentine's Day for all of you. We're hoping you have a fantastic day today. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We told you we'd have a special Wet Your Whistle Wednesday for you this afternoon. Yeah, we're going to feature a Chardonnel, and we're going to talk about what that is a blend of. And then we're also going to pair it. Here's what I chose, Chuck. These are chocolate-covered strawberries.
They look yummy.
I cannot wait. They're actually from a produce up on Tesson Ferry down south here. So I have to thank my client Janice. She picked those up and sold those for us. Those are I was like, I wonder if that'll be good together. So we
Is it milk chocolate on the strawberries?
There's milk, there's dark, there's pink, there's light brown and dark and white and pink. So there's milk and dark chocolate together.
I would think the milk chocolate would probably work better with the Chardonnel than the darker ones.
Okay, see, and this is why we do this show. So tell everybody why you think the dark would not be as good as the milk.
Well, a dark chocolate always goes with big cabs. So the lighter the chocolate or the sweeter the chocolate, then you go from there to Pinot Noirs to Chardonnays, and in this case, our Chardonnel.
Okay, and here's the Chardonnel, by the way, that we are going to feature. This is called Parson House. So tell us.
After my good friend Norm, who owns a Parson House down the street.
Yep, we know him well. Does he still have his limousine?
Yeah, no, he does not. He's usually one of the guys that shows up, but it knocks on the door late. So
that's who I was thinking of right away, Chuck. We're talking about Defiance Ridge Vineyards. You're seeing it right there, and in the background of Chuck, you're seeing so he's kind of outside. To explain to them where you're sitting right now at your winery.
Well, our outside venue, is an indoor venue. It's we can raise these windows when it warms up, so it's indoor outdoor. But we keep it warm. It's 68 right now, and even during the cold weather, we can keep it in the mid 60s. So
Yeah.
it's a nice hall. It holds over 300 people, and it gets a lot of use. A lot of
Space.
It's an incredible space. For those of you that have not been, right there on the ridge in Defiance as you're coming down 94, a beautiful place. We mentioned the seating that you can have there when you have gorgeous weather like today. You couldn't have asked for a better day for Valentine's, Chuck.
beautiful day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You're going to have people just walking around. They're going to want to get up from their dinner tonight because they're just going to want to walk around the
Well,
water.
they may. I mean, it's what a wonderful, beautiful day.
Yes, it's gorgeous. And I know we talked about some events that you have coming up. We're super thrilled to be collaborating with Chuck for the upcoming event with Ruby Lee, which I'd like to know, how are tickets selling for that?
There we get two or three a day, four or five a day sometimes. So we're probably up getting close to more than one third full, and I mean we've got several months to
Yes.
go on this.
So
Uh,
again, that's, you're seeing it up there on the screen. Ruby Lee, who was on The Voice, she will be performing 4th of July. I know last time we talked, you were talking about booking the band beforehand. Do you have the announcement on that yet?
we will make it next week. We have signed the contract, but I want to make sure everything is clean and clear on that.
Absolutely. So the doors will open at 4 o'clock on July 4th, and then Ruby will take the stage after the opening band, 7:30 to 9, and then stick around. Chuck was mentioning they're going to have dual fireworks.
Oh,
Doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Double.
Doubles, yes,
And
double fireworks.
we will not put you to work, Jim.
I appreciate that.
Are you sure?
Out over the pond in front? Where are you going to do those?
Yeah, we do it below the vineyard. It's a beautiful setting. It really is.
Wow, that'd be fantastic.
And last time we talked, Chuck, you were getting a couple of new swans in, right?
I think we will pick them up next week.
Oh,
In their
that'd be-
pond?
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
We have to put a retaining fence around for a few weeks to get them used to the area, and then I'll hopefully I'll pick them up next week.
They're so good. How many? So do you have some out there already that they're joining?
No, we lost Heath last May. He was 23, and Heath lost his mate years ago. The story I heard was she was an unfortunate victim to a coyote, and Heath would never allow another swan to get on the lake. So he had his territory and he handled it well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, he was quite a swan. He hated the geese.
It's territorial.
At the time you'd see geese fly in and they wouldn't stay long. He would chase them off.
Chuck, you getting those from someone local?
Yes, about an hour and a half west of here.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Very good.
If you're just tuning in, it's Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. We have brought it back with our dear friend from, again, Defiance Ridge Vineyards. And we're going to showcase a white wine today. For those of you that are white wine drinkers, we're going to tell you all about this. This is a 2022 Parson House Chardonel from Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Okay, so for people who have never heard of a Chardonnel, tell us a little bit more about these grapes.
Well, Chardonnay is much like a Chardonnay. It was crossbred years ago with a rootstock from Seyval blanc, and it was founded in Cornell University, I think, in the '60s. But what's really started production, people started planting it in the late '80s, early '90s. It's more characteristic is Chardonnay, like a Chardonnay. We age it for about 3 months on oak chips.
That's okay.
And it's crisp, it's acidic, it's got great fruit, apple, pear, and it's smooth. Again, the acidity in the wine makes it a good food pairing wine.
Yeah, and I asked Chuck about some pairings. So you say fish. So I know a lot of people are kicking off Lent on Ash Wednesday, so they're going to be eating fish tonight. So if you have a bottle of this, or you hopefully can grab one. Fish, you say, in creamy sauces, grilled chicken and salad, light pastas, and pork chops. You're a big pork chop fan.
Sure.
I see. And again, can you address the whole mindset of people always thinking that whites only go with fish and reds only go with meat?
I think the lighter the fish is the lighter the wine. So, your darker fishes, your salmons and things like that are made to go with wines like Pinot Noir, uh, especially up in the Oregon coastline. That's the go-to is the Pinots up there. So I think the rule always should be the lighter the fish, the lighter the wine.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you picking up? Let's see how good.
I mean, Chardonnay is it's there's maybe 130, 40 acres in Missouri. It's a tough grape to grow. For
How
some
come?
reason, it gets disease prone after 5 or 6, 7 years,
Hmm.
and so it's losing the acreage in the state is been cut down. People don't want to replant it. In fact, we're always looking for it because I think it makes a great wine. It's just hard to find the grapes.
So Chuck was saying it's got a very long growing season, mainly in the Midwest, in Arkansas, in Missouri, and in Michigan. How much do you have at your winery?
We buy the grapes from a grower, so we're only lucky enough to get them like every other year. So I get enough to last 2 years, and
Okay.
this wine will age. With the Chardonnay characteristics in it, it will age.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Cheers. Happy Valentine's. So he doesn't have one in front of him because he's got a big night on tap.
Sorry, I was just thinking about that, but then I've got a lot of courses to talk about tonight.
So why is Chuck slurring already? We just opened.
What's the commercial? The more you drink, the more whatever.
So you have, besides obviously having a wonderful showing tonight, we had talked a few weeks ago about your cellar dinner that is coming up, and that'll be on the last Wednesday of this month. For those that missed our opening Wet Your Whistle with Chuck, can you give us a rundown of that again? What people can expect for that?
It's a very high end dinner. It's the wines are from my cellar, and they're wines you can't get. I mean, it's just nearly impossible to get. So it's a high ticket item. It's out there for people that are really connoisseur wines and like great wine pairings with food. So I mean, we hold it open for 30 to 40 people max, um, and we'll do what we do that night. So, but it's a great ticket. You have the highlight of the evening is an incredible the pairings with the Camus versus the Camus 0809, and a great Sauvignon Blanc from France that is just incredible.
How
And
many courses?
it's 5 courses.
Five
Yes.
courses. Okay. Is that so? People that haven't been there before, tell them how your farmhouse dinners are, because I've been blessed. I bought tickets for my best friend and I years ago for her birthday. We had an incredible time, and it was kind of the perfect setting because we were drinking some really good red wines, and then all of a sudden we all looked out the window and the snow started to fall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous to look at. And then the realization was, oh, I got to drive home. I got to get home in the snow.
Well, with the temperatures, I think Friday we're supposed to get some. They're
Yes,
saying,
we are.
but I can't imagine it's going to do much damage. But back to your question, our farmhouse dinners, we try to market them out like 3 months. And for example, tonight is the Valentine. Next month that we're doing St. Patrick's Day dinner. In April, we're working a final deal to do a sushi dinner with the chef from Westchester's. He'll be on hand to help us. In May, we have a tequila dinner, and we have a professional person that is she's paired everything with tequila, and that's going on. So we try to do some interesting things. We try to work with local farmers during the growing season, and keep it moving to where it's not like the same old thing every month.
Yeah, and for all of you that are signing on, if you have any questions for Chuck, if you've been there, you have any comments about some times that you've had there and you want to share that, let us know, because people have signed on before and said, do you have beers? Do you have spirits? So obviously, as you heard, he's got a beer dinner coming up. He's got a tequila pairing coming up for all of you. Is it right around Cinco de Mayo?
It will be the second Wednesday in May.
Okay. Wonderful. And then we talked about this in the past couple of weeks. For all of you that enjoy trivia, they do that, and they've been very popular over the last several Fridays.
I sent you this for this week.
Huh?
I sent you what's going on for Friday
I
night.
know you did. I'm so proud of you for getting your notes in. So this Friday, everybody that's a big trivia fan, is pop culture. And then next Friday, Game of Thrones.
Oh.
You know, there are tons of Game of Thrones fans out there. And so that one should be pretty popular. How many people do you get out to those?
Oh, we do in teams, and I think we normally hit maybe up to 250 to 300 people.
Isn't that crazy?
We'll have 25, 26 teams.
Wow.
And they have a lot of fun. They all come dressed up, and
yeah, and the themes, I'm sure that trivia is huge. He doesn't get it.
Character dressing. Yes.
You've never. Well, you've done it.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Well, but he's wrong, Chuck. Here's the deal. He went to one a few years back, and he acts like, yeah, this isn't my thing. But he's the one that answered all the questions correct. So you're wrong. You do like it.
Look at the Irish that night. No, I'm not Irish.
Weather-wise, Chuck was just mentioning, so yes, there's a possibility of some snow coming in on Friday. Could be like a trace to up to 3 inches. That was the latest I was hearing. That's a possibility, but the weather's going to be warm enough that maybe it won't stick around on the surface.
Hopefully.
Yes, so we might get lucky with that.
Before noon, I believe, or out of here by noon or something.
Hopefully. It depends on who you're listening to as to whether it's out of here by the middle of the afternoon or what. But hopefully in the beginning, it'll be snow that falls and it melts because it's warm enough.
It's warm enough.
Yeah, but we might get lucky. But if you are coming out to Defiance Ridge on the weekend, Saturday's music, rock opera, and then Sunday you're having a garden party. Tell me about this.
Garden Party is a monthly band. Rock opera is I think they're monthly now also. They've got a huge following also. What
kind of music?
It's great 70s, 80s music. Music that I grew up with, and a lot of people that they just still love the style. They're really good.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna try to pair this with because I'm going to have dinner here shortly. And for all of you, by the way, what are you doing for Valentine's today? Or have you had your honey do something with you already? It's not just about love, romantic. It's just, as I mentioned this morning, do you want one of these? Look how big these are. Huge. I am good. Hold on, you guys got to see this. I was told that these are incredible. Again, from a guide that's on Tesson Ferry. It's a market on Tesson Ferry. I want you to see this for a second. Look at this strawberry. It's on steroids. It's fake. What'd you say, Chuck?
It was an apple.
This is on steroid. This is massive. So this one's almost a little bit too big for me to eat. So you're saying milk chocolate. I'm going to do the traditional milk chocolate. She told me that these are absolutely incredible. So I was thinking this would be a good pairing. You want to try this?
No, I'm good. I'm going to let you do this.
Goodness gracious. Somebody has to speak while I taste.
With anticipation, we're waiting for you.
Wow. Janice, thank you. These are incredible. They're juicy. All right. So let's see about this pairing. Because the bitterness of the dark chocolate would be paired better with what, Chuck?
Oh, it would be, a heavier Cabernet, Merlot, or a red blend.
Oh, that's dessert right there combined. That's a good pairing. Cheers to that pairing for sure. So if somebody wants to come in and get a bottle of the Chardonnel, how much does this go for?
Our whites and Missouri wines are $35 a bottle. Wine Club gets a 20% discount. So it always helps to be in the wine club.
Yes, there's always great opportunities for you when you come out and you're with friends. You get all these different types of discounts. How many people do you have in your wine club?
We have nearly 300.
Oh, wow.
And, most, I would say, are interested because of the reservation policies. Mm-hmm. But we just started our new wine club, or just people are just beginning to sign up. And we've had, a couple dozen switch over so far, which would be nice. It's a higher tiered wine club with some really great names of different wines that we'll pour from across California and Oregon.
So, what are you seeing about because I know one of the things that people always look for is how our growing season was from the year past. What are you expecting for wines in 2024?
Well, I think it all depends upon if we get a frost or not late. Last year we did have a frost, and it hurt production. So if we can get through the season without a frost, and then not have the heavy rains in July, then it'll be a great year. I think the vines got through the sub-zero weather okay. I'm sure we lost a few trunks, but that always happens. Guys are nearly finished pruning now, and in fact, if you were out here today, you would see some small fires going on and burning some things. So hopefully we'll have a great year.
Hard workers, Murph among them. We said we got to get him on soon.
You know what? You just tell me the week you want to get him on, and we'll do it.
Whenever you tell me when he's ready.
Okay,
we'll get him geared up.
I'm not up to speed. Who's
Murph? Oh, come on! You know Murph with the long hair. He's his wife.
Long hair and a hat. He's always got his brim hat on.
Yes, you have. You would know.
It's called redhead. Always kidding about that.
You've got to ask for Murph when you come out there. So for people who haven't been, once again, tell them your hours, and I know they'll change here, but for right now, tell them what days and hours you're open.
11 to 3 Monday to Wednesdays right now, and it's 11 to 5 on the weekends, and 11 to 8 on Thursdays. On daylight saving times is when we change back to 11 to 5.
Okay, so we've been featuring some good
wines. Believe it or not, it's only a month away.
I know.
Quick.
And Punxsutawney Phil said we got spring coming quicker. So
spring is here. It feels like.
Well, yeah, but then we get thrown into the snow that supposedly comes on.
It's springtime when the motorcycles out on Highway 94.
Yes,
and they've been out today.
Oh, I'm sure.
The songbirds are active too.
The birds are ready. Yes, I had a client come over earlier, and she's like, "Oh, you had wasps." I'm like, "Yeah, they're all ready. They're ready to return."
My dogs had a couple ticks on them the other day when we.
Oh no!
Yeah, already.
Oh, that's a good thing to bring up.
It was really mild.
Yeah, because see, a lot of people, I don't know if you do, Chuck, but a lot of people, they stop giving flea and tick medicine to the dogs during the winter, right? Because they figure, they're not going to get any ticks in the winter. But I'm glad you just said that. That's an aha moment for all of us pet owners. We'll have to
hopefully it's not as bad as last year, but who knows?
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to let you all enjoy your Valentines, and we're going to say cheers to you. Oh, I got to fill this back up. We're going to say cheers to you all. Did you even taste yours?
I had a little sip.
Oh, yes. Taste it again. I want to know what you think of it. The male perspective. Come on.
I thought it was delicious.
Did you see, by the way, before we wrap up, Chuck, did you see any of the Kansas City parade, the Chiefs parade today?
I just heard what happened.
What happened?
The shooting at the
end.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know this.
I don't know how bad it was. I just heard that there was something happened.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, no. Well, I was watching while I was working, and then I looked up, and Travis Kelce took the stage and was asking everybody to sing Garth Brooks' song, Friends in Low Places, and he was obliterated.
I bet he was.
It was reminiscent of Brett Hall and We Went Blues. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he gets it going.
Kelce was lit.
He sure does.
I saw somebody just say prayers.
Viva Las Vegas,
Yeah, right.
Vegas.
Well, I don't know what happened, so we'll have to look into that. But prayers for all the Kansas City fans and the shooting. What a thing. Okay, somebody just said 10 to 14 injured, 1 dead. Oh my goodness. They caught 2 shooters. How horrible. We don't want to end on that note. Everybody, this is what we said this morning. Huh?
Unbelievable.
It is, and this is the world we live in, but we're trying to eradicate the hate and bring more love in. This is, of course, a day where we normally think about love, and sorry to hear all that. Yes, prayers to all in Kansas City right now. Sorry I didn't know about that, but to all of you, have an incredible time tonight. Be safe, Chuck, and to the 80+.
Enjoy your dinner tonight.
We will.
Great place to go.
It is. So we're looking forward to a wonderful dinner. And again, thank you, dear friend. We love being a part of this Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, and looking forward to seeing you back in person very soon.
Okay, see you next week.
All
Best of
right.
luck, Chuck.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye.